And so the only thing we really have to go off of is anything that came out of like rookie camp, which was like pretty pretty much nothing right now at
No,
least.
they if you listen to the rookie, if you listen to, because I actually listened to his press conference, I listened to Tevin Jenkins's, I listened to Newsom's, I listened to Fields's about it. Basically, it just can't like forever from listening to every one of them, even Thomas Graham's, I listened to his. It's literally just them basically saying like, yeah, it was fun to learn some of the offense and get out there. Matt Nagy basically was talking about how he was happy to get out there with the guys finally on the last day. And that was it. Like that was basically it. He was like, he
What an
said as far as
absolute
just,
tease to not be able to go out there and get like screwed over by the
oh, I
Zoom
know.
conference and
I said I
stuff.
was like, what a Chicago Bears thing to happen where Matt Nagy gets this new quarterback that he finally wanted. It's his guy, and he freaking can't see him in the rookie camp because of his COVID exposure. I
Gotta
was
wait a
like, that
little
is
bit
such,
longer.
yeah, that's such a Bears thing. I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so that's I out of training camp, you basically heard like all the things that you think you would normally hear. And then like I said, him like hammering Andy Dalton as the starter, he probably doesn't need to reiterate it as much. They should probably just let it be a competition. But I also can see that they're probably just not wanting to like throw Justin Fields out on Sunday Night Football into the fire on game one. So that's why they're basically trying to hammer home that Andy Dalton's going to be the starter from day one. So,
Yeah.
but
Which I don't know if you saw that. Like, I'm just going off of a couple things that people are talking about from like rookie camp. Trying to pull up this video that they did on the side. Just lots of good stuff. Pretty much just quotes. That's about it.
yeah,
Quotes. A couple of little videos that are going to be there. I saw that like Justin Fields is already correcting like a couple of rookies and a couple of people like on routes and everything. I saw something about that, but like in a nice way. Like everything that I've seen so far, that obviously that they've released, he just like exudes confidence compared to Trubisky. Kind of just like being happy, not happy to be there, but I don't know. It wasn't believable enough, I guess, is the best way to put it. And I
well,
feel like from
it just
everything from him, it is.
well, you just never heard the things that you hear from Justin Fields. Like I've already heard multiple. Like my favorite quote by Justin Fields was the whole thing where he basically said, "If you're not playing for a starting job, you shouldn't be here." Like I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's what I want. Like I want my quarterback, the captain of my team, the face of my organization, to say, like, listen, if you ain't trying to be a starter, like if you're not trying to do that here, then you need to leave. Like that's not what we're here about. And the rookie stepping up and saying that is amazing. Like that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
So
exactly. See if I can get this on the side. Not Chatterino, but there we go. I thought it was just cool. It's just some of the Bears like new. The Bears had a really good social media team even last year. They just were plagued with the fact that they were trash, for the most part. But
yeah,
like,
and now they have like the shiny new toy that like is
oh
gonna save
yeah,
the organization.
exactly. You know, everyone in that department's like hyped up because now they actually get to do something for being around there as long as they did.
Yep.
Um, I just see this part. Let's see this
Listen,
video.
I'm hyped about it. I'm excited. I mean, obviously, Justin Fields is the most talented quarterback we may have ever had in our organization ever.
Yeah,
So I'm excited to actually, and the fact that he was also like a lot of people for a while, people don't realize a lot of people for a while were considering him as if he was like, like he could be even better than Justin, like Trevor Lawrence. Like that was a conversation for a little bit there happening. Was that well, I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is 100% a lock for one. And
yeah,
then like the whole draft process happened, and again, it's you can also play the factor that he's a black quarterback, and that always plays a role where they always get, obviously Zach Wilson doesn't get get talked about the same way that Justin Fields does. That's how it always goes. So like the whole draft process happened and Justin Fields started to fall, but I'm all for him falling because now he's here to save the organization. So thank God. to Chicago. I watched a lot of his film.
Yeah.
And I definitely like what he brings to the table. He's a guy that can return the ball on kick return, but he also has the ability to work out of the backfield, catching the ball, running route, being able to run. Like I said, oh, that was Borum with the pass set. My bad. Yeah, he looks good. I think Borum, like people were saying, I think it was his pass coverage was an issue. Like people were questioning his. I think that's what it was. I'm all for Borum potentially getting the start at right tackle, which you saw him just getting uh film right there. He's competing with a fatty who hasn't really ever played well at right tackle in his career, so not a really. I think he's going to win that. I think we start with 2 rookie tackles, which I think people need to realize too. If that's happening and we're starting with 2 rookie tackles, like they're talented and they're going to be good moving forward, but you need to give them a little bit of growth. Like there's going to be a growing period. Like Tevin Jenkins, as happy and as excited I am for him, like he's not Quentin Nelson. He's not coming out of college like playing, on a whole nother level. Like so we'll we'll as as the chancellor said, we'll watch it with great what is it? Great encouragement.
We'll watch your career with great interest, or
Great
whatever it
interest.
is.
There it
Yeah.
is. That's the goal. Yeah. That's how I feel about both of them. I'm excited for both of them. I'm just excited. This was like an A+ draft finally by the Bears, and not only was it an A+ draft, but it like addressed incredible needs that we had. So like I'm excited.
Yeah. That's
Or
great. I love stuff like this. It's fun to drink the
yeah, I
Kool-Aid on
should have.
stuff like this and not just like accept it's going to be the same, same stuff every year. It's fun. I mean, half the things in sports is just getting hyped about stuff, not the actual product itself. So it's just kind of fun to look forward to it. And they're obviously gonna have a bunch. I mean, this is only rookie mini camp. This is nothing. Once we actually get into OTAs and they actually let like press and media back onto like the field and all that stuff. I mean, rookie camp, everyone was so desperate for like media reports, snippets, anything of like the rookies. There was people just like, oh wow, that Justin Field pass, perfect. Oh, the second one, it was good too. The 23rd one, and it was a little bit off target, but 22 out of 23 of the whole camp, they were perfect. I mean, like sports journalists are down bad, like with just like content. That's what people are looking for, and it's funny, but it's just like I'm the one reading it, so just at the end of the day,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's on me. It's like perfect passes.
But I just don't like the other thing too is like, and they've talked about it in the media. They're like, oh, thank God the organization finally got a quarterback, with being as starved as they have been. Like people do not realize how I mean, we were talking about how we might like boycott the season because of how like just annoyed we were with the organization. Like we were literally going to have Andy Dalton as our starter for 17 games, and I was not going to watch 17 games of Andy Dalton throwing interceptions. I just couldn't do it. I was like, you're gonna have to kill me. Like I just can't. I can't watch. Like I'll be on the couch, but I'm gonna have to gouge my eyes out at one point, so that way I can be there in spirit, but not watch, because it was gonna be so bad. And then this draft happened, and I just every bit of hope and excitement that was there
intact.
is
Everything
back.
changed.
It's back and stronger than ever, because I feel way more like when Trubisky got drafted, everybody went, Trubisky, that's an interesting pick. Like I didn't really hear much about him in the draft process. Like I didn't really know much about that guy. But like when Justin Fields gets picked, you're like, holy crap! Like that's the guy that we've been hearing about for like 2 years. Like he was like the number 2, maybe even better than Trevor Lawrence guy, and actually is on our team. Like that's the excitement that's occurring, and that's why our jerseys are on the way, Dylan. They're being shipped as we speak, and I'm excited, and I can't wait. I'll be the day that I get that jersey in the mail, I will wear it on the podcast. The next one that happens.
Okay,
So
perfect.